Hello Pisces, and welcome to this week's reading for the week of the 27th of March to the 2nd of April. This year's been moving quite fast already. I don't know if you've been feeling it as well. And did you have good birthday celebrations? If it is your sun sign you're watching this for, knowing that, you know, when I do these readings, it's for sun, moon or rising. So I hope you had a good birthday if you celebrated one. For other signs, I hope you have a good one if you're an Aries. Okay, so universe, what does Pisces need to know for this week ahead? What do Pisces need to know for this week ahead? Oh, we'll take that one. Moon, so trusting your intuition. What else have we got? 5. Could be a battle. Could be you going into battle, and that's why you need to trust in your intuition. Let's see what this other card has to show so we can see the overall message for you when it wants to deliver itself. Oh, 2 of Cups. Okay. We have Judgment. All right. So Pisces, with these cards, I don't know. I'm just feeling like this coming week's causing some concern for people. I don't know if this is because we've gone into the zodiac sign of Aries and also coming out of that new moon in Aries as well, that it's bringing up a lot. There's also a change in the moon cycles. So, and I say that because I just did the Cancer reading and they had a lot that's coming up and out this week as well. And I feel the same for you. Now, Pisces, you've got that level of intuition, so you're being asked to tap into that during this week. There is that place where midweek, someone wants to try and challenge you to get a rise out of you. And you're being asked to trust in, well, rely on that intuition. So this week's intuition based. There's a lot of choices that need to be made, but you need to rely on your intuition. And there's judgment that comes out of that, and that's why it's showing at the top of the pile. Sorry, I knocked my camera. You're going to be challenged because I feel like you're easy to get along with. You can get along with anyone no matter who they are, right? So you've got that empathy, that level of emotional intelligence. There's someone who is just kind of wanting to get a rise out of you and get some kind of reaction and then say, see, they're not so perfect, or see that, you know, they're not fit for duties, something like that. That's the message that's coming through. I feel like this could be work-based more than a family level base, or that doesn't mean excludes it, but I'm just getting the stronger feeling that it is a career base. For this week ahead, you need to try not to react to that person that's trying to push your buttons. They're doing it for a reason, and I feel like they'll go into a narc mode. So they're probably a narcissist, right? So they want to show you as being a problem and deflect attention from themselves. I feel like you need to be secure within yourself. You need to ignore that person as hard as it may be, because they could be the troublemaker, and not rise to their, you know, what they want to get out of you. So you need to make the judgment where, I know they're showing that they're rising out of these coffins and it's asking you to do that, but it's saying that you need to rise up and above this person. Don't give in to their jeers. Don't give in to their way of wanting to get that emotional reaction out of you or anything like that. Definitely, this is a week about thinking before speaking. I'm not saying that you're you don't do that already. I'm just thinking being more careful in that response. And I feel like you know who I'm talking about as well. This may be more than one person though. It could be 2. So make sure that you balance your emotions, and definitely don't give in to their little, you know, nudges and taps to get some kind of rise or response out of you that will see you in a negative light. Okay, so we are definitely in this Aries zodiac sign, the first zodiac sign of this astrological year. It is a fire energy as well for the element, but also if they're not in Aries, they're definitely triggered by this Aries season and the new moon in Aries that we've just gone through, and not in a good way. They could be a very driven person, because Aries tends to be a driven sign, but that will mean that they may affect negatively rather than positively to the changes that have been happening. So let's see the overlay. What's the overlay? What's the strengthening message that Pisces needs to know, please? What have we got? We've got the Eight of Pentacles. We've got the King of Wands. What else have we got, please? One more. And the Knight of Wands. I feel like this is a teaching moment as well, in terms of, we've got Two of Swords, Two of Cups, Two of Swords. I feel like this is a teaching moment for you. The universe is testing you and your resolve. It's like this person's been put in front of you to test you and see how you react. And I don't feel like you need this, but I feel like, although you don't feel like you need it, it's needed for you. And I feel like because it's career and business wise, the people that are most important, the people that have the effect and authority, they see past this person even though nothing's yet been said, because there hasn't been anything that has been significant enough to really call them out, or no evidence that's proven, which is sucky, because, you know, not everything should be evidence-based, but in this day and age, evidence is needed. But I feel like they will get their comeuppance at some stage. They're just desserts. But the people that are important, the authorities and all that, the people with authority, the decision makers, the bosses, they see this person for who they are, even though from your perspective that may not be the case, because they might come across all buddy or chummy. They're not blind. And I find with managers or bosses and, you know, directors, whatever, they keep their thoughts to themselves, and you're asked to keep your responses to yourselves this week. They see you, and when you don't react, they see that as well. And that would only benefit you in the future, in the long run. So although this is something that may be happening immediately, it's for the short term, because at the end of the day, you'll be the one that's seen as being strong, responsible, you know, reliable, trustworthy, and someone who's in control of their emotions. Okay, so bear with that. Let's see what message we have from the Sword of Light Oracle as well. What message do we have? I got my camera up high, so I have to keep going up on the steps to see through the camera properly. I'm a little shorty, by the way, 5'1", but let's see what we have. Sort of like Oracle. Be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth and let source take it from there. Okay, so we know you have a emotional response. It's asking you to keep it in, but we also know that you know the truth, and that's the main thing, and trust that that truth will come out in time, even if it means you have to keep things to yourself for now to avoid conflict because of this other person. Okay, so self-care. Where do you need to focus self-care this week, Pisces? Let's see. Where do you need to practice self-care this week? Let me see. Come on. music. Pump that music, let it play, enjoy it. If you're sitting at a computer, you can play some calming music. If you're working, if it's at home during the week, if you're alone, it's not work time and you want to pump it out, even if it's work time, I suppose, play that music that will give you energy, that will invigorate you, that will strengthen you, that will, you know, help you, you know, be positive. It could be soft, it can be, you know, loud, it can be fast, it could be whatever it is that you resonate with. Get into that and dance a little if you need to as well. Okay, now let's see where you need to focus your chakras for this week. Where do you need to focus your chakras this week? Which chakra do you need to focus on? Which chakra? Okay, so you can see here I have some crystals lined up at the top. So I've got my pendulum, which is the chakra pendulum here with the green aventurine. But we also have lined up your chakras. So we're looking at your crown, which is clear quartz, your third eye, which is amethyst, your throat, which is sodalite, your heart, which is green aventurine, your solar plexus, which is citrine, your sacral, which is carnelian, your root or your base chakra is red jasper, and then we have your grounding earth chakra, which is the smoky quartz. Okay, so I feel like I drew those crystals because I just got a feeling for this week for the signs that there needs to be a lot of inner work done, so meditation, some grounding, and that sort of thing to ourselves. It's like this alignment needs to happen. It's like things are out of alignment and there needs to be some kind of alignment. If you get Reiki sessions, you know, you're being asked to go ahead and get your Reiki on, you know, or, you know, get your chakras aligned. So what do we have for Pisces with chakra? Your throat, turquoise, which is so, you know, the synchronicity in that in terms of what we've been discussing about communication, knowing what to say, what not to say. Truth, spirit from your heart is the only thing worth listening to. So standing in your truth, but making sure you're not doing it in a way where it will trigger someone to go into narc mode and use it against you. I mean, you got to be yourself at the end of the day, but if they're going to use it against you, and I know what it's like to be triggered by a narc, and it ain't pretty because it just gives them ammunition and they sit there with a smug look on their face like, see, I told you they're crazy. I went to my narc mode. Oh, I didn't go to my narc mode, sorry. I reacted to a narc after years of suppression because I just had enough. This is no relationship one. It's a ship, as I like to call it, that I cannot avoid at this stage. But I will one day. It's just tied into a relationship that I can't untie myself from yet, but they're just nasty, nasty pieces of goods. They're just, so smug in public eyes, so smug to others, but behind you see them for who they are because they treat you like crap and try and cause you to be the problem when they are. Oh, okay, I'm so into this narc and I know you're experiencing one. So if you have a question, ask it now. You're going to get the answer. If you haven't got the question yet, press pause, press play again when you're ready for it. So here we go. What is the answer that Pisces needs to know? Maybe. And know this is for collective. This card is suggesting that everything is rapidly changing. So the possibility of things happening the way you imagined they are, however it is time, that will determine the outcome. Therefore, do not give up. Just open yourself up to change by concentrating on what you have to do to get there and receive the answer you are after. Do not give up as things will change. Okay. Now let me throw out some cards for you. Just some cards to round out this reading and finish it off with. Just some of my old cards. What have we got for you, Pisces? What have we got? Let's see. Ooh, some cards. Okay. Ooh, baby. So you may have a baby in the family or a baby yourself. The city, who's traveling to and from the city, is it weighing on you? Water. I see toes in water, I see toes in the sand, so some of you may be going somewhere this week or the next weekend and getting your toes in that water and enjoying it and finding that as a way of grounding as well. Be careful when it comes to taking any type of medication or other recreational drug. And also jewelry. This is the 3rd time it's come up for Pisces in a row. Have you not found that piece of jewelry yet? That is hilarious. Anyway, Pisces, look, I hope you have a great week ahead, regardless of there may be some conflict happening. But I send all positive love and vibes to you, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.